What is your criteria for defining a classic hip hop album? Like, what elements are you looking for? What lens are you looking through? Because I think so often we'll say something's a classic, but it's just like personal classic versus like the cultural impact I think a classic needs to have for it to really, really to really be stamped the way we talk about it in hip hop. So I'm curious what elements you kind of look for.
Well, that's a great question. I begin with quality. The album has to be stellar, just in the quality of the execution of the idea, the execution of the sound, and all of that. And particularly for a classic, I believe that it must either innovate and push the genre forward or master a particular sound or aspects of the subgenre and really, in a lot of ways, be a quintessential example of what the subgenre does. In addition to that, there has to be a level of impact too, and just for my consideration. And just so, like you said, there can be personal classics, but a classic within the culture needs to be something that moves the needle, that incites conversation, and in that way also captures the zeitgeist. And so, in my eyes, a classic should be timely and timeless. It should capture the moment, but speak beyond the moment. It should have superior or superb quality. It should also, like I said, have a level of impact too that outlives the moment in and of itself. So what comes after it, to some degree, should be impacted by what happens within it.
No, that's a good point. That's how I think about it too, because I think it has to have that quality. Like you first, like at first listen when you hear it, it's like, okay, this was something different, and then it has to have the cultural impact along with it. Because I think there's a lot of times where you'll listen to an album, and you'll love it yourself, but then you don't
Right.
see it really, the culture or just better words like pop culture, anything doesn't really take to it. But it doesn't mean it doesn't mean it's a great album, but the classic versus timely, then it gets into a lot. And I think so many times, especially in hip hop journalism, people just kind of stamp everything as a classic. And I think there has to be deeper conversations about that. If you enjoyed that clip, make sure you head over to www.bookupapp.com to download our app so you can connect with your favorite bookish content creators, start conversations, and start your own book club.